In this video, I show you step-by-step how to configure the CS10 device to allow remote service tool connections from anywhere. Show you a list of available training videos about the Danfoss product CS10, where to get the downloadable and the diagnostic file to configure the CS10, and also how to set up the gateways to connect to the CS10 and the available configuration pages of the diagnostic file inside PLUS+1 service tool. Check out other videos about the CS10 on the Danfoss YouTube channel. These show in detail, step-by-step, how to configure the CS10 for different use cases. They also provide insights into using the CS10 in various applications such as wireless CG150 using Wi-Fi or Bluetooth, mobile service tool, remote service tool, and machine-to-machine communication. Before I start the step-by-step instruction, I would like to show you some necessary steps that will ensure a smooth configuration. Once you receive your CS10, we recommend installing the latest application software on the device. You can find this in the PLUS+1 Update Center. There you will find both the application software and the diagnostic file for the service tool. And .lhx file is a compiled PLUS+1 application download file. This is the file that can be compiled from the PLUS+1 guide project and then downloaded to a PLUS+1 controller using the PLUS+1 service tool. The P1D file is the PLUS+1 service tool diagnostic application file used in PLUS+1 service tool to read and write parameter with pre-configured diagnostic interface for the CS10 device. Please note that a new diagnostic file is released with each new version of the CS10 application software. Therefore, if you are using, for example, version 125 of the application software, make sure you are also using version 125 of the P1D file. These two files must be used together to ensure correct graphical representation. A connection to the CS10 can be established via the PLUS+1 service tool through various gateways. CG150 is a CAN USB gateway used to connect a PC to a PLUS+1 CAN network. PLUS+1 Interlink is a feature of certain PLUS+1 devices that allows the device to act as a gateway for communication with PLUS+1 service tools supporting Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, Ethernet, and USB. PLUS+1 Interlink Remote lets you connect the service tool to a remote PLUS+1 device that has Interlink remote capability, like the CS10. Any CS10 is shipped with standard settings for Wi-Fi and Bluetooth. Wi-Fi works by default as an access point with the service set identifier, short SSID, followed by the EID. Wi-Fi is set to access point by default so it can be reached from the start. Bluetooth is enabled by default as well, and discoverable the first 90 seconds after startup. After you successfully select your preferred gateway to connect your PC to the CS10, you can start to configure the CS10 with the available CS10 diagnostic file. In the following, I would like to highlight the advantages of this remote maintenance tool using the CS10 features, and show how quick and easy it is to set up a new CS10 and establish a remote connection to a computer. We will start by opening this box and configuring the CS10, making the settings on the CS10. Then we will move on to the portal configuration, and at the end you will have a remote connection via the PLUS+1 service tool. So when you first received your CS10, inside of the box there are going to be two things: the CS10 hardware itself and a CS10 registration sticker. On this sticker is some extremely critical information that is not located anywhere else. The registration code is required to assign this device to you as a Danfoss user in the Danfoss configuration portal. And the Wi-Fi Interlink password is going to be necessary the very first time you try and communicate with this device over Bluetooth or over Wi-Fi, because it is the Interlink password that controls the connection to the service tool. This sticker is critical. If you lose the sticker, you will need to contact the PLUS+1 help desk in order to obtain this information. So I highly recommend putting this sticker to the back of the CS10 or any known location where it will not get lost. To configure the CS10, you need to connect your laptop with the same network of the CS10 first. We recommend to use the default Bluetooth connection of the CS10 device. Since the password management in the CS10 has changed in application software version 125, an interlink gateway connection is needed to change the Wi-Fi settings. It is not possible anymore to change it via CG150 gateway. Once you have downloaded and opened the P1D file, navigate to the Wi-Fi tab. Double-click on the appropriate service tool page or use the link on the starting page overview. Once you're in the Wi-Fi tab, you need to set your CS10 into station mode. The CS10 has two modes, access point and station mode. In access point mode, the CS10 provides a Wi-Fi network that you can use to connect, for example, your smartphone or laptop. Station mode works in the opposite way. It instructs the CS10 to search for other Wi-Fi networks. That's exactly what we need to do here to connect the CS10 to a smartphone and establish an internet connection. Once we're in station mode, we need to search for Wi-Fi networks via the button scan. This will display a list of all available Wi-Fi access points in your immediate environment. Select the desired access point, enter the corresponding password, and click the Connect button. Once you click the Connect button, the display mode changes from not connected to connected. A successful connection is also visible by a white LED on the CS10. Finally, the last thing you need to configure within the service tool pages is to enable the proxy. This simply allows the CS10 to forward messages to the internet. If this is disconnected or if this box is unchecked, the CS10 will not communicate with the internet. This is another way you can use if you don't want to use remote service tool connections to make sure that you do not talk to the internet. But in our use case, we want to, so that's why the proxy is enabled. After configuring our CS10 in the service tool, we will now switch to the PLUS+1 configuration portal. This can be accessed at the domain linked in the presentation. The domain is the same as the previous Connect portal. If you were already familiar with the old configuration portal, you will notice that some data visualizations have been removed. As a reminder, since the CS500 and CS100 do not display any data in the portal, all data visualizations have been removed. In the PLUS+1 configuration portal, navigate to the Danfoss default group, your private group for registering your devices. In the left-hand navigation pane, click on the Device Management tab. There you will find the Register Device button. Click it and enter the information from the registration sticker. This sticker is extremely important. Please do not lose it. Should you have lost the sticker, you can contact the PLUS+1 help desk. Once you have entered the EID and registration code from this sticker into the attached form, you can assign the CS10 to your account. I would like to highlight fields such as the name and the machine information. This information is optional. It is only used to assign this device to one of your machines. If you do not want to do this, you do not need to fill in these fields. These fields can be edited later, so you don't need to worry about the name or the associated machine serial number. After the CS10 has been registered, you will need 24-hour access passes for the CS10. These are managed through the PLUS+1 Connect Marketplace. The marketplace is integrated into the configuration portal, and you use the same login credentials. Once you have these passes, simply go to the device management page and allow access pass consumption by clicking the three dots next to the actions. This is located to the right of the CS10 you want to connect to. This option sets a flag on the CS10. When someone sets up a gateway in Service Tool, access pass consumption will be enabled automatically. Then open the PLUS+1 Service Tool and select your PLUS+1 Interlink Remote Gateway to connect to the CS10. If you have not logged in before, you will need to log in to the exact same account that you use on the PLUS+1 configuration portal. In which case, it will associate all of the devices that you have available in your portal and make them available to you. If your CS10 is online and has an access pass ready, it will show that and you can simply double-click on it to connect. This is all you will need to do to connect from that point forward. Once your CS10 is configured, if there is a Wi-Fi network available, it will show up as a gateway and you can simply connect to it at any point as if it were a CG150 connected to your computer. No reconfiguration is required to establish a connection. If the CS10 is configured and access passes are available with internet connections, you can use them. We hope that you found this video useful. Remember that PLUS+1 community help is available on the PLUS+1 user forum. Check out other videos on our YouTube channel or contact the PLUS+1 help desk. Thank you for your attention.